You might be wondering why we fired our builder.
We're building 2 houses out here because we're testing 2 different approaches. This one of these 2 units was built by a juggalo team from Sumatra. We thought that was going to be the big risk of it all. This one was built by a building company from Bali. We thought that was the safe bet. Now, 4 months later, the cheaper one is turning out to be our savior. The Sumatra team cost us $16,000. Finished, but of course without the plumbing and electric. The Bali builder cost us $70,000. And, well, it's barely even started. After feeling a little bit disappointed and honestly a little taken advantage of, I decided to move on site to see what's really going on and to try my best to improve the systems. But out here, there's no electricity, no water, no signal, and no toilet. So the plan with my friends Liam and Carla was to spend 3 days making this little wooden house slightly more livable, so that I can live here permanently and manage the rest of this build. Those 3 days have now turned into 15. I guess this is the reality of building off-grid on a remote island.
The stairs! They're gonna be crazy. The fucking stairs!
The stairs inside is also stunning. Yeah, you got such a cute little house here. It's beautiful.
Hy sien by die see.
Hy sien by die see.
When I first walked into this house, I was actually impressed. For $16,000, this feels solid. This feels fucking solid, bro. Sick. This was not in the plan, eh?
Yeah, Monia said.
This was really not in the plan. It's fine. It looks like it's structural. It's been can't come down. But bro, look at that view. Holy shit.
Oh, I imagine waking up to that every morning.
I actually managed to get a few hours of sleep. One of the super lucky things is that there's no mosquitoes. So that makes it a lot easier. Sleep with the door open. And the house has such a nice wind blowing through because the bathroom's open. So the wind blows perfectly through. The water's beautiful today. We're obviously going to jump in this morning. We're going to have some coffee now. We're going to jump in, maybe shoot some food for the day.
Out here, there's no stores, no delivery. You have to eat what you catch. Thankfully, Liam and Carla have been teaching me how to spearfish. So, before any work can begin for the day, we need to take advantage of the good conditions. A calm ocean means we eat. A rough ocean means maybe we don't eat. To get in and out of the ocean, we have to swim about 75 meters down the coast to a fisherman's ladder every single time. So, every morning starts the same way. We check the conditions, we jump in, we catch lunch, then we walk back, and only then the work begins. You might be wondering why we decided to fire our builder. And although there are a few reasons, one of the really big ones is after having a look at all of this wood that's up here, I am almost convinced that this is not even bunker eye wood, because there's actually termites already eating this wood. The bolts that are used in the connecting points, and every single one of them are pretty badly rusted already. So this, among other things, you can also see since our last video that absolutely nothing has been done on this house. For us, it's really just about like weighing up the cost to value ratio. The wood doesn't seem any better quality than that one over there. The workmanship is worse. The systems are worse. And the communication is also worse. So all round, it's not looking good for them. But having said that, we're firing our builder. We're not actually taking him off this project because we've already paid for all of this. He's going to finish what we started, but we're not going to be continuing the rest of the project with him. There's still a lot of things that we have to do, like the fence, the driveway, the service unit, which will go at the back of the property. We need a gate. We need pathways throughout the property. All these are in our sort of first phase plan. And we were going to do it with him. But it's looking like it's not a good idea to do that. If you ask me, they need to rip this whole thing down and start again. Anyway, lesson learned. I don't think anything should be done in this property without me being here. And that's why I got to live here. I got to live in that house. But first, in order to live in this house long term, there were a few things that needed to be done, which we had really big plans and dreams that we thought we would get it all done in 3 days. We needed to buy some things from Tambolaka so that we could sleep more comfortably. We needed to build a compost toilet. We needed to build a ladder to the ocean. And we needed to make some pathways around the property to make getting around a little bit more convenient. And to be fair, we hit the ground running. We managed to get some mattresses and other things from the city. And just when we thought that we could start chipping away at the rest of the tasks, the island let us know that we do not make the rules. We have rain and the window is leaking. And guess who sleeps under the leak? Me. Fixing these windows ended up taking much longer than we had expected. After a week of going in circles, drawing on whiteboards, holding countless meetings to discuss all the solutions, I eventually decided that this was time and energy being wasted. It was better to just remove them completely and accept defeat. At the end of the day, this was the cheap unit. A few leaks here and there could be expected.
It's the morning of the 5th day being here. Wow. Building on an island? Holy fuck. Everyone was right. You're fucking crazy, mate.
The plan was 3 days, which turned into 5 and quickly became 10. The windows are now removed. The steps are fixed, but we're still washing with buckets. There's still no toilet, and we're still walking 75 meters every time we need to get out of the ocean. Now Monya's arriving in only 5 days, which means I have 5 days to get the shower, the toilet, and the ladder all done so that she can arrive to at least a bit of comfort. The problem is, we have no idea if this roof is sealed correctly where they've removed the windows. And the weather is not looking too kind. 5 days, 3 things to build, 1 deadline. See you in the next video.